Good morning, everybody. How are you all today? I hope you're okay. And if not, I hope things get better. It is one heck of a morning. It's been a lot going on this week, but I'm not going to stall too much. I know I'm excited to get into this update and whatnot. I hope my roommate is okay. I just heard them trip over something. They're not yelling for help, so... But they did yell ow. So they're not knocked out. So they should be fine. Hopefully. That completely caught me off guard, though. God, I forgot what I was gonna even say now. Frick. Yeah, either way, though, I do want to try the new, Paragon today, of course. I'm just blind. There it is. I already unlocked it. I'm excited for this. God, it's kind of crazy to think that the Druid Paragon is next, because I didn't think it would be next, but here we are. I'm thinking about what would be the best map for the Druid. Maybe 3 mines? Or logs? I'm just thinking what would be the best one for it. Or would cubism be the best? Because I'm just thinking what'll be the best. Also, we have some monkey teams. I'm gonna do a bit of that today as well. But yeah, I don't know. I could do logs, or I could do cubism. I'm okay with either, but I think... Cubism, we could get more stuff, but logs, I think... How much space would we have? I think cubism will just give us more space. I'm just gonna do it on easy, since it's not about, like, winning, it's just about getting the Paragon up. So that's what we're gonna kind of do today. I know there's a new tech bot thing, as well as just a bunch of other stuff. Doesn't matter where I put Geraldo, but I think I'm gonna make the Druid Paragon here. Get middle path. And I'll just use one of these since this is what we're doing right now. I'll put, like, Geraldo back here, I guess. Then shop. I can get the Quincy action figure in a place I know nothing else will go. And I can always give this guy camo as needed. Then we're gonna want to work on farms. There we go. Put this guy here. Give him a little more range. Why not? Can also work on getting him some more XP. Because, yeah, now we also have the tech bot one and stuff, which can give bonuses and stuff. And then the hype monkey. Like, there's all sorts of new stuff. It's kind of crazy. Like, the sheer amount of new stuff. Okay. Because, yeah, we're going to rely on a druid mainly. Just because it's going to be more useful to do. Because the druids can do really good. This is probably going to end up becoming the Spirit of the Forest, but yeah. Get hard thorns so we can pop leads and whatnot. Because, yeah, we're going to want to try and get all our pops on the frickin' druids anyway. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting a lot of druids. We're going to need to get a lot of tiers, a lot of money. That's why I got the Quincy action figure in Geraldo, so we can actually try to go for, like, a tier 100. since that'll be a very worthwhile one to get. Okay. But yeah, I was able to figure out a bit of what caused the crash on Tuesday, and it's one of three things. It's either my C drive, my D drive, or worst case scenario, motherboard, and I'm praying to God it's not the third. I just need to go through it more and try and figure it out, because I'm not 100% sure on any of them. Which worries me. Okay, then I can do this. We're just gonna try and get a bunch of farms going, and yeah, once we get the druids, like, really rolling, we can make money with them, which will count towards the pops. So we're gonna want to get those, like, as well, just because that's gonna help. Heart of Thunder, and then we'll go bottom path with that one. Just want to make sure we can take them out while I get these farms online. Okay. I can also... I think I have one in here. Yeah, I have 2 of these, so... if I put it, like, here... Monkey City... yeah, so now all of them are in that are gonna get some. So now I can start getting some more of these. I'm gonna need this. Just for now. Okay. We are making money, though, which is good. I'm gonna put as much as I can into this just because it'll be more useful to us, is kind of my hope. Okay, there they go. Boom. Damn. This one's just barely out of range, no matter what, so I'll sell that. This one will still be in range, so I can sell this. We need 35 for that. Okay. Oh. Well, that's awkward. Anyway. Oh. That's annoying. I'll just do that. Actually, I don't know if the Paragon will be able to see camo yet. We'll find out when we get it, but... yeah, because if it can't see camo, that'll be a whole problem of its own. I didn't even think about that. Let's just hope. That's all we can do. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and we'll collect money slowly. Because I know I won't be able to put a farm here. I can do this, and I'll get a Jungle's Bounty and whatnot, because that'll at least help quite a lot. I could have gone bottom path with it, but yeah, as we make more money, it's gonna help so much. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it in the future. Radar scanner. Awesome. And free play. Okay. Because, yeah, the Paragon is going to be a difficult one to just set up, because in general, so it'll take a while, but I think it'll be worth it. I'll do that one for the range. Yeah, it's not an expensive Paragon either, So it makes me wonder if it actually can see camos. Because if it can't, we can always put like a Ninja Paragon somewhere. Like worst case. Okay. Might as well just save up the last 10k to get this. Just because. Yeah, we get it so quickly. Okay, now what I can do is start getting these down. And then boom, 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 boom. Saw it. Boom. Boom. Yeah, that one's just like... Can I move it a little closer? Yes. There we go. That should be in range now. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Ba-da-da, bop, bop. And then bump, 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 and bump. Can I fit one here? Oh, I can. Okay, and then I can... Which is the button for Druid? Ah, G. Okay, because then I can get, like... Because money counts like pops in this, so... It's definitely worth getting a bunch of jungle bounties. And I'm gonna want to go, like, full max out into them anyway. Just because of the fact that they do make, like, extra, Paragon power for us. Okay. Okay, so boop, 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 boop. Just want to get some avatars and pop lust stuff going. Okay, I need... Come on, I saw it go white. There we go. And I guess here? If it lets me. Okay, 5, 5. Spirit of the Forest. And let's just get a bunch of those things. Don't need that, but I will use these. Because that's just extra money. Okay. Boom. Because, yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the ones we need. So, might as well. 12. 13. 14. That's the wrong one. 15. Can I put one here? So I'll just put druids. Because, yeah, if I can get some druids here, that should help. Yeah, then I can go and do that. See if I can fit any more around here. Oh, I saw it go white for a bit. There we go. And then boom, 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 boom. We're really working hard on this one. But yeah, once we get to level 20 with Geraldo, we just gotta place down every Paragon totem we can. because we're going to need at least 20, which is a lot. Hopefully, with the money and the fact we're in easy mode, etc., we can max out the money of them and whatnot. So it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. And we'll want to get a Banana Central and whatnot. And actually, I could reasonably get, like, another farm up here just to get a Monkey Wall Street, which then can collect more bananas for me. And then I could fit one, like, here. But it also means I should be able to get more druids in some of these places. Oh, I saw it go white. Do-do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do. Okay. Dang, we are making a lot. Banana Central. Okay, because we're going to need a lot. Okay, and now Monarch are the Storms. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we're actually pretty close. 23. 24. And 25. And at this point, I might as well just get a few extras. Because I can. And then I can make them into the middle path. And that'll make me some money. Because the money will switch out for pops. Honestly, this one will be one of the easier ones to get a lot, like, the pop/money count on, at least. Okay, so Paragon Totem 1, Paragon Totem 2. God, that ZOMG does not stand a chance. Because, yeah, we're gonna need, like, we're gonna need quite a lot of stuff. Because I believe we'll get enough pops and stuff by round 120? If I'm remembering correctly. So, we'll be here for a bit. But, by that point, we should have more than enough, like, totems for, like, the pop/cash to do this, is my hope. And then we'll be able to max out the money as well. We just gotta remember to place these slow and steady. Every round we can. Because, yeah, you can't sell and rebuy Geraldo anymore for infinite totems in a round, sadly. Okay. God, I wish there was a quicker way to do them. Any space that I can put more druids in this? Oh! Nope, I didn't see it right. That's just me going crazy, I guess. Or am I crazy? Yeah, I think I'm just crazy. We are now up to 9 totems. And we can officially get the Root of All Nature, but we just don't have enough money to put into it yet either. This being sold will actually give us a good chunk of it. Once we get to the point we need. Ah, yes. The amount of thorns. I'm actually really excited for this. Like, it is a shame they didn't go for Nature's Wrath, but Root of All Nature also works. God, I have been so excited for this for so long. Honestly, it doesn't feel... It feels like we've been in this longer than we have, but I know we haven't. I'm just setting up really fast, because I've gotten used to doing this stuff a little more. Spend money to make money. And yeah, these Paragon totems are damn expensive. Yeah, I just gotta hope that they'll be able to hit camos once they are in the Paragon form. Because if they can't, we're screwed. It's just the sad truth of it. Because yeah, the Paragon totems do help a lot here. Because it's the only real way to get a tier 100 when you're single player. So, like, if a tower got all the pops, because, yeah, round 130 to 140 is usually when you reach it for the, like, max amount of pops. But we're also making money, which counts as the same thing in this case. So we might be able to pull it a bit sooner, but there's no guarantee for that. We could risk it, or we could just go all in with it. I'm up for both, but... yeah, because these guys are making loads. And as we get more rounds passed and more of these totems down, once we hit 20, we've hit the max we need if we were to max everything out. But I'm still gonna go past so we have extras as a backup. Because it's better to have a backup in this case. And the craziest part of it all is I could technically fill this with Druids, but there's not really a point. Since they're not all gonna get pops. Just in general. Oh, they changed the... oh, wait, I think that's actually because of, what I have equipped. Never mind, I was like, wait, did they change the ball of lightning? No, it's just because I have the snow stuff equipped. For the, thorns being candy canes and whatnot. Yeah, we can take out the bad. Free Mermonkey, always nice. We slowly will make our way to when we need. Yeah, because Druids are definitely, like, a more supportive, tower later game than, like, damage. So I'm curious how the Paragon's gonna be. Because if it can't hit camos, it can't hit camos. That's just a reality we'll have to face. And we can't really boost it in any specific way without, like, the Engineer Paragon. Which, I mean, I could grab, but that's gonna take a lot. Because, yeah, if I were to do this... I put almost all our money into it, but that also could just be pure luck of the draw with that one. The plan is to really shove a lot in, because I know we're gonna need quite a lot. Because the later rounds are where most of the pops come from. Not like the early rounds. So I'm definitely gonna want to play this safe. And, like, extremely safe. So we'll try it like we'll try at 120, see how we got. And if we're not there yet, we'll quit out, come back in. One of the wonders of single player. But yeah, I haven't really seen anything on the Root of All Nature yet, so I am excited to see it. But after we do the Paragon and stuff, of course we'll see how well it does. But I also plan to do a few other things, like work on black borders and stuff. Of course, there's a new boss that there's no event for yet, but it's apparently the same one from the Frontiers, which I do need to complete still. But I know they made a lot of upgrades to that, so that is something I am going to want to, like, look into a bit. There we go. Making a lot. I could reasonably use a glue gunner here, but I don't think I need to. Because the Monarch of Storms does a lot. But yeah, I might get the Paragons to buff the Druid Paragon as well. Just to see, more or less. Like, I don't really care about their power level as much, so it's not gonna be like, oh, super high degree. I'm actually gonna check this. Engineer Paragon. Because, yeah, the Master Builder's ability, I don't know if it scales. Improved version of Overclock also applies a small area of effect, blah, blah, blah. Reduced duration, active ability, target except itself, sentries. The aura can target all except Paragon. Interesting. Because I'm looking at it. As Paragons, the Master Builder cannot receive buffs from any external source except Nox Siege Core, Energizer buff, and the Paragon of Power Monkey Knowledge. Okay. Because there is the Overclock edition. But it's... But now we know it can also get the Ninja Paragon buff as well. I'm just thinking about, like, its ability. Because if it... I don't know what it does for Paragons exactly, and that does not really say much. Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at the Power Glove. And near to overclock any tires, even their attack speed will increase by 66.7. And it includes Paragons, so we might want to try that. Or we could just do a raw Paragon and just let it ride, but... Yeah, we have hit the max now. Awesome. It's a good thing. Then we can, like, put, like, we could do the Engineer Paragon with some tech pots and stuff, which will get us some XP for it as well. Always nice. I just want to use that, because I don't get to use it a lot. But yeah, we have so many totems. My hope is we will have it by 120. Especially with the amount of money we're making. 71k. With only one farm. This one has more. This one has the most, I think. Yeah, look at that. 53,000. It's made more than the one that was placed down first. Which is honestly crazy. Like, holy crap. Yeah, our biggest problem is just we don't deal a lot of damage until we get closer to the middle, because that's where all of it is. Just because of the amount of farm stuff I have. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I am hoping that we have enough by 120. If not, that's okay. Just means we have to wait a few more rounds. If we do, then I can focus on the other Paragons. Because if I get the Energizer one, I imagine it's going to be pretty nice to have that ability reduction for the overclock thing for Paragons. So that'll be pretty nice. Because I'm not really too worried about getting, like, maxed out, like, secondary Paragons. But yeah, the main one we need to worry about is if we'll need the Ninja one or not. Because no matter what the Ninja one is going to attack, it just has too much range. Because of its one ability. Like, at least with the sub one, we can submerge it, so... At least there's that. God, I'm really excited for this. Yeah, because this will probably be the sub-Paragon. It just depends. Okay, we're on 120. If we were to put all of our money in, what do we get? Yes, degree 100! Holy crap. One moment. Sorry about that. Had to grab something. It has been a heck of a lot of stuff breaking. That is a lot. It seems it counts all the farms on the area too. I don't know if those like matter, but pretty nice. Okay, I'm gonna turn off auto start real quick. Because, yeah, I need to check. How much is this? Yeah, we can buy it. Because, yeah, I can't get that full upgrade yet until there's nothing coming out. Then I can do that. It's only a tier 1, but submerged, it'll give... Is it only in its radius? Because if it is, that's a problem for us. I'm hoping not. Yeah, it's not getting a Nautic Siege Core buff. That is a problem. But then again, it does have an ability, though. Maybe its ability is different than I thought. Well, then I'm going to put it here again. Yes, we are wasting a lot of money. No, I don't really care. Because, yeah, I can easily... So, if I sell this... Oh, wow, it does actually count towards its total. That's kind of cool. Yeah, and I can easily just... pop. And... pop. And I'm guessing these count as farms, so... Awesome. It can hit camos, though. I will say, that is a good thing. It can hit camos. Okay, we'll turn on auto start again. We'll just need to get the Engineer Paragon, which should not be hard. I just need to Ultra Boost. Excel Trap. And Sentry Champion. And then we'll need to get the Master Builder, which will take a while. I do love the fact that these shoot out stuff. Also, this thing looks awesome. So what does this do? Okay. I don't know what that buff is. Oh, we're draining money. Oh, we're not gaining money, though. Okay. So it basically, we turn money into, like, power, I'm guessing. That's interesting. So there's actually a point to keeping the stuff around this. That's actually kind of cool. That is so neat, though. At least now we know the ability is just to transform. I'm surprised they didn't just put it in, like, here. I mean, look how much cash it's already earned, though. That's insane. Really cool, though. I really love the idea of making these the storm bits. It's truly beautiful. But yeah, we can easily save up for Master Builder to just put onto here. I guess if we're gonna do anything, I'll Ultra Boost this for now. That should have put some into this. Yeah. We're gonna need a lot to unlock the Pro, but it will be so worth it. Okay. God, the amount of these. And we even got degree 100 as well, which is amazing. From which all life branches. I love the blue cloak with, like, the spikiness, but you can see that it's originally green. The antlers. Oh, it's just so neat. And they go down so quickly. Also, we don't really need this because it doesn't buff anything anymore. Okay, if I sell this, we can then get the master builder who, you know what, for the lulz. Oh, look. It doesn't have the Energizer effect. So it does make me wonder how long this will last. I wonder if, like, getting a higher degree on it will actually help here or not. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Turn off auto start quickly, so I can focus more on putting my chocolate here. Then we can have Ultra Boost, Champion, and XL Trap. And then we'd need a bunch of the engineers. God, there's so many things. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, that's one too many, but eh. Okay, and then I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna go top path. Like, I'm not too worried about getting all the pops and stuff. I just want it to be a higher degree in general. Just to see if that makes a difference. Can also do that. Do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do. Do. Honestly, once we get a farm Paragon, it's gonna be insane. Oh my god. It lags whenever they place something down. I didn't think about that. Let's just... Okay, that helps a bit. No, it doesn't. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We need to sell most of these. Because, oh my god, that is just gonna... I didn't even think about that possibility. I was just thinking it's the cheapest and easiest to grab. I wasn't thinking about the horrors beyond my comprehension, that is, the amount of centuries placed. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I wonder if I'll have, like, I wonder, like, where I am in terms of, like, getting this to go well for me. But honestly, I don't know if I want to know for sure. My hope is this will make it a little faster, too, because it's going to be useful on the Paragons. Like, don't get me wrong. And I still need to get the totems to make sure that this will be really good. Okay. And boom. Yeah, that should help a little bit with it. And that's going up to 10 soon. It's definitely not perfect. I love how they all nod at the same time, just like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Also, I can turn on auto start. Boom, 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 boom. Because why not? Shame I can't put it on them. Just doing everything. Got another totem. And we'll save up to get the Paragon from now on for the engineer. And then after we get it, we can tech bot it, etc. Yeah, here's 140. It's doing a lot of damage. Time to test this. Oh my good lord. I think that just shredded the damage that we originally had. Okay, note to self. Don't underestimate the Druid. Because as soon as I do this, the bad just vanishes so quickly. I mean, it's definitely not like pure damage Paragon, but it is a powerhouse of a Paragon. Yeah, look at that. And it makes it attack a lot faster. Jesus. Because the farms help this guy produce more money. These guys have gotten a few pops. But honestly, not like that matters. I know Geraldo has some has no pops actually, but he's made a lot of money. Okay. Yeah, we got Paragon totems. If it weren't for the fact that the farms are actually useful here, I'd totally use them. God, this is insanity. Boom, 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 boom. I have enough overclocks that I might as well. Let's overclock that guy too. Why not? I'm feeling generous. Okay. God, the lag that comes from... I mean, that's just normal for BTD, though. Lagging as you get further on. Okay. But yeah, the Druid Paragon, definitely doing great. And if anything, I don't mind these guys getting a few, like, pops and whatnot, just because Like, it's just good for degrees in this, so. But yeah, because if it's going to boost the attack speed of the Druid Paragon by 66.7%, and the attack speed also gets boosted by its ability, if I do this right, and these count, these things here are similar to, like, the sentries that the engineers drop, I have a feeling it's just going to be like really quickly. I honestly really like the Paragons, though. I just think they're so neat. This guy has no pops. Truly the most helpful Paragon. Let's be honest, though, the sub-Paragon is subpar at best. But dun. But, yeah. Just one of those things. God. The classic BTD lag. You can see the... I mean, it's one of those things where it's like they've optimized so many things, but one thing they can never truly optimize, it seems, is just the lag caused by the absurdity of some of these towers. There's a part of me that wants to, like, get the Vengeful Temple, all the Paragons and stuff, even if they're not degree 100, like, all in a single thing, just to see how far you could go with, like, every Paragon maxed out, the non-things without Paragons, all max tier 5s, Vengeful Temple, etc. And, like, a good late game hero like Azili. Because it really makes me curious. Okay, we can get the Paragon. $49. Yeah, look, that's going down a lot faster, too. But it also has the Energizer buff, which definitely helps. But now what I can do is boost this more. Oh, yeah, I think it does affect its attack speed. It is not up for long. Jeez. I don't know how its overclock works on, like, Paragons. But yeah, it lasts about half of the total, which isn't a lot, but it's also only 49. I wonder if, like, it was max level, if it would just be padoom, 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 padoom every time it ended, but I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, now the Druid doesn't have to do shit. Its little trees are doing all of it. And the farm just means it produces more. And then all I have to do is press this. Oh my good lord. Look at the speed. It's beautiful. I love how as soon as it turns back, you just hear a little bird tweeting, just like, yep, things are totally normal now. Nothing was ever wrong. This doesn't actually help with anything except making extra money at this point. But now that I know, like, this will actually help it, I wonder if it'll make it faster or not. Because that's more of my curiosity now. If I get these, we'll get 3 more. So it has a lot more. I wonder if it'll affect its attack speed. I know it will affect how much it makes. from the looks of it. Actually, I could do a simple thing of just pulling up, like, its balance changes. Yeah, because if I pull up the Druid Paragon, the root of all nature. Okay. Cash sacrifice, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Wow. Okay, so upon purchasing, it automatically creates an enhanced storm, brambles that grow across the entire track, as the storm trees that summon close anywhere around, blah, blah, blah. We've seen they count as banana farms for the purpose of a passive cash generation. Okay. At the end of each round, pop bads or boss balloon skull drop. The druid generates extra cash, plus more cash from all banana farms, including its own storm trees on screen. It itself comes with the electrified thorns that ricochet between balloons and attack faster as it attacks for longer. Its ability Primordial Wrath switches between elemental and wrathful states. The wrathful drains 1% of cash over time with a minimum of 1,000 and a maximum of 10,000, while also disabling tower-based cash generation, but provides a massive DPS boost while active. It can be buffed by all Paragon-specific tower buffs, such as Nautic Siege Core's Submerged buff, as well as the Paragon of Power, etc. So it can be buffed by the Submerged, but it's not like it matters much. Its ability comes back really quickly naturally. But that is good to note. That is good to note. That really does help me, like, knowing that. With the buffs from, like, these two Paragons, my hope is that it will do really good. But knowing that this only counts towards cash generation, I'm not as worried. Though, to be fair, do we want to see how far we can get the Paragon, is the question. And I think the answer is probably yes. And if we're going to do that, we're going to want farms. Just for the sake of, like, making sure that we have a lot of backup money and whatnot. Okay. And yeah, it's definitely gonna lag a little bit because that's just how late game Bloons is. Whoom. And I might as well turn this down a bit. Yeah, now we can actually see. Yeah, look how quickly it shreds through. So, like, if we start struggling on rounds, we can now just, like, switch. I imagine this is going to be good for the new Lich boss, because from what I know about the Lich, it did get upgraded to be a regrow property balloon. And it steals buffs and makes selling more, like, you get less from selling, but it no longer heals from it, apparently. Like, I heard they made, like, massive changes to, like, the boss balloon and whatnot, which is pretty awesome. And I know the newest boss balloon that was added is from the Frontiers. And its final boss is now a new boss we're going to deal with. So that's pretty fun. But yeah, this is definitely a powerful tower. It's definitely not broken. It's definitely an interesting one, and I like it how it works. Because it gets stronger over time. And, like, as we can see, it shreds these balloons a lot. And then add on top of it the Paragon buffs that we have. Honestly, if you could God boost Paragons, I feel like they would just be way too broken. All I'm gonna say, though, is I have a feeling that the Village Paragon is going to be really powerful because it's probably going to give, like, not only range buff, but attack speed buff, pierce buffs, etc. It's going to add a lot to the overall buff count of, like, BTD. Because right now, the max buffs you can get on a tower, if I remember correctly, is a frag grenade bomb shooter. But you need multiple towers for it. Like, you would need multiple players to fully, like, get all of it. But you can have the Vengeful Temple, the True Sun God, the Normal Sun God, the Top Path Village, the Middle Path Village, and the Bottom Path Village. As well as Striker Jones, Alchemist. You can get the Mermonkey thing. You can get the Paragon thing from multiple Paragons now. Jesus Christ. And it's like, it's already really powerful. Then you have the Ultra boost, the Overclock boost, and then the Paragon boost from the same Paragon for Engineer. And then, you, of course, I already mentioned the Alchemist. It's like kind of crazy. Because then you can also technically get the ones from Geraldo, which is the Pickles, the See Invisibility, and then the Sharpening Stone because it's frag. As well as the NTN buff. There's the Azili buffs that naturally come from just certain boosts. I don't know if they show up. But, like, there's other towers that do buff it. And it's like, because you got Gwendolyn's buff as well. It's like one buffed ass bomb shooter. And then you have the different buffs from Monkey Knowledge alone. Yeah, if we start struggling where they get up to, like, here, I will use its ability. Because, yeah, once the bad layer breaks, it's just... Like, we're going to easily make it past 200. But this is a very fun tower. And there's going to be bits of lag still because, duh, it's Bloons. Why do you want to make your computer better? So I can play Bloons faster. But your computer's already the best on the market. Then I need a NASA computer. And I know very well there are people who think that exact way with Bloons. And that's the funniest part of it all. Because part of it is just the limitations of the game itself and not the computer. It's just one of those things. Ah, yes. Look at all the money we're making. I love how if it's anything less than a Moab, it's just instantly dead. Because they just get grabbed by the vines and just go shunk. Eventually DDTs will get too fast for it as well. Because there's always going to be that limit. It's beautiful. Truly beautiful. Ugh. God, big yawn moment. Gosh, this is insane. Actually, doesn't the Trade Empire show a buff on it now? I don't remember. It might. I might be wrong, though. But I just had that random thought pop into my brain. I also love the, like, negative vines that it has. And of course, as always, the artwork is amazing. Okay. I wonder. Yeah, with this, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, we're just shredding everything these few rounds, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. God, it does not feel like it's that crazy sometimes, but Bloons still knocks it out of the park. We're basically just making this thing go mad whenever it turns into the wrathful version. I do like it, though, because it makes it feel way more interesting. I wonder if the ricochets and, like, the pushing back of all these balloons is part of it. Because it very well could be. Because you have that plus the vines dealing damage at the same time. So if I did this... Yeah, it lags a lot at first, but then it's... Yeah, it's kind of just the amount, I guess, it ricochets. Yeah, I think it's just the ricochet part of it at this point. They'll definitely need to work on that, though. Because it's whenever the ricochet goes off, it starts to really just slow down. God, the DPS, though. And you can switch back and forth, like, relatively quickly. Definitely helps. Yeah, as we start getting into more rounds with more bads, we're gonna run out of money quicker. Because, yeah, I could technically let the bad just do its thing, but it's just gonna take a while to pop, as we can see. Because it just takes a long while to pop in general. But as soon as it pops, it's just... Goodbye, normal balloons. Yeah. I wonder if there is a way to reduce the lag from, like, the ricochet and stuff. Because I'm just thinking. There probably is. The issue is just finding it. The fact that we have almost 50 farms, technically, like, at max is insane. Yeah, look at the... Because, like, when we slow it down, like, that lag is still there. It just feels more prevalent. And I think it is the ricochet, kind of looking at it. I mean, we don't even know how many thorns it's throwing out either. But yeah. Because I can see my, like, actual usage for, like, my CPU and stuff. And it's like, it's 14%. Oh, wow, 16%. But when, like, it lags, it does not go high. it's funny. Because it's like, when it has that big lag spike, yeah, the highest I saw it go was like 18, but even then, that's not high for a CPU usage. From like the everything going on with streaming, as well as having like the stuff up I need for streaming, like my avatar and tits and whatnot. It's like, yeah, it's not a lot. Games like Astroneer take more CPU usage than BTD. BTD just has the lag thing because it doesn't take up a lot. And honestly, I wouldn't care if they let us take a little, if they wanted to take a little more to reduce lag in this game. But yeah, it's definitely the ricochet. Nonetheless, though, still enjoy it. Hard not to enjoy this game. It's a really fun game. But yeah, I know that what I mentioned earlier about the crash from Played Up on Tuesday, right before we ended the stream when I blue screened. For people who were there for that. It is one of three things, and it's like, I'm praying it is my C drive, because that I can at least transfer to my D drive. My D drive is my terabyte drive that I got. My C drive is only 500 drive, but it's also an SSD one that they're more likely to fail. The one I am the most worried it could be is if it's my motherboard failing. Because if it's my motherboard, yikes. Because that means I'd have to redo so fucking much. I would want to make sure I, like, before changing, I would want to make sure I backup save everything into, like, a drive. Backup save all of the crap I need into stuff, like, make an extra backup that I save on a different place, just stuff like that. Like with the Steam games, it's not as big of a problem. The main thing I'd want to do is like backup save the Terraria worlds, just because, obviously. The other one I'd really want to back up is the Minecraft worlds, obviously. Those things have years in them now. So, definitely don't want to lose those. What else? A few other things, honestly, but those are kind of the main ones I'm the most worried about. Like, oh no, if I lose Infinite Fusion progress, is it Infinite Fusion? The PvZ Fusion one. Oh no, if I lose that. Like Pokerogue, I can easily log into with Discord. That one, not a problem. It's a browser game. It's the ones that are just like very specific that's like, great, now I gotta do this. Those are the ones that are gonna suck the most. Yeah. Gosh. We are just shredding the normal balloons. There we go. That is so much nicer. Oh, wait, the tornadoes have, like, little thorns in them in this. That's actually kind of neat. Oh, we're hitting 50, too, when like this. Yeah, DPS wise and range wise it goes up, which is nice. Yeah, we just need to kind of hope that we can like get further, but with the lag, etc., it'll just take a while. It's one of those things where it's like I can talk about various things, but there's only so much that'll stay on topic of like BTD and gaming as a whole. Like one thing I sometimes put in the background is like Pokepath. But yeah, like I don't know why on the plate up thing I had so many issues with like lag, etc. It's like because I've never had that issue with plate up, and I really think it's because of my whatever was failing that caused the blue screen. But it happens. So it is really satisfying to watch it just absolutely destroy all this. There's just something really nice about it. Because it's doing really well. Is there any achievements I need that I could do? Let's see. Because I have most of the achievements in this game. Daily challenges, which is more of a me not caring. Entry to 500 races, I could just cheese next time I get a race pass. Create/play 200, I can do that easily too, but that's gonna be for like the completing 100 Odysseys. I could just do Odyssey 1, Odyssey 2, Odyssey 3. Boom. Which wouldn't be a bad idea. Redeploy 1,000 monkey towers using the support Chinook. Pop freaking 500 golden balloons. Because of course. Win 100 monkey teams. Go 400,000 into debt. Win 365 daily challenges. I could try the debt, but it's not really worth it. Win 100 different community map submissions. Tier 1 of any stage in a social season. And okay. And then it's just social season stuff, which is like, yeah. Because that's a new thing, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I definitely think we got this. Because I kind of am thinking about it. It's like, I generally could have done this as like a recording and like sped it up if I really wanted. But meh. More fun to do it on stream. Means I get to just chat about random crap instead of just leaving it to do its own devices while I'm gone. Plus, then I don't need to worry about storing that giant ass file. Don't need to store more. Then I need to figure out how the time-lapse stuff works. Woohoo! But yeah, I would definitely want to keep an eye on this anyway, for the fact of the matter I can easily just... Do, 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Ba da ba da ba da ba bum. Ba da 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 ba da. What? Does it think so? What? Why is it trying to grab that? What? I'm so confused. Yeah, it's trying to grab from the powers, I think. Yeah, why is it doing that? What the heck? Let me just do this and see if that helps. Yeah, no, it's not even letting me... Yeah, it's not letting me do any of the right things. What? Yeah, it's like I still have the same stuff. I really don't know. Yeah, it's very odd. Because looking at the hotkeys, I generally don't know. Because, yeah, those are supposed to be activate ability. I think I found a glitch. Because, yeah, I'm pressing 1. That's the thing. I'm pressing 1 when I do that. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me press home real quick, see if that fixes it. Because that is extremely odd. It is a very odd turn of events. Yeah, it's just being weird, I guess.
Mad scientists have outdone themselves.
Yeah, I can't even speed it up. I just have to click everything myself now. So, yeah, it seems we're just gonna have to do stuff ourselves. That's annoying. Well, I'll just keep this on here for now, then. Then we can just easily... But that is very odd. Don't know how it happened. Don't know what I pressed. Yeah, because what is the normal thing for that, actually? What is the normal hotkey for the tags? Shift. Was my shift key stuck, maybe? I mean, I don't really know. Because now it's working. I had to press shift. Maybe my shift key was stuck, but it didn't feel it. So I don't know. I got no clue. Just one of those weird things. Yeah, we are easily just taking this stuff out. Ah, yes. A wonder. Yeah, the BAD goes down a lot quicker. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely doing a lot better. The Druid Paragon ain't bad. It's definitely a really useful Paragon. God, that's a lot of bads. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 dum dum. I will say, from what I did hear about Pokerogue, for the April Fools, they apparently replaced all the gym leaders with Jacynth. as well as Mega Starmie over Eternatus, which makes me wonder if the new Megas are in or not. I haven't really double checked. Haven't had that type of time compared to like other stuff. Meow. Sorry about my yawns. Wow. This is just beautiful. Because we are easily destroying these guys, which is always nice. And at least while that stuff's being held back, we get to collect a bunch more money. Also, I just realized this is the same round. I'm quite sure we've been playing the exact same version of a round. Because I'm quite sure this is what the last rounds have been like, too. I might be wrong, though. It's just 2 BADs followed by a bunch of ZOMGs. It's happened quite a few times now. Yeah, those things not take a long time. Honestly, for the sake of, like, doing it, I am just going to lock in place up here. Because then what I can do is yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving that wizard around as time goes, just to get the redeploy monkeys. I think it'll be worth it. Then we can work on that achievement as well. Oh wow, more ZOMGs. We'll just keep redeploying the monkey. This druid is doing amazing. But yeah, at least by redeploying a bunch of stuff, we'll get to that 1,000 eventually. It also means I could technically move some of these guys. Huh. Neat. I wonder how many people have actually redeployed a tech bot before. Where did his second ability go? Game? Oh! It disappears when you're in that form. I didn't realize I was still in that form. Okay, that's cool. That's actually kind of neat. It's actually a cool little attention to detail that I just did not expect to see. It also seems to, like, focus in our thorns whenever we do the ability as well. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, we could easily take care of these, thankfully. But we can also do the Chinook shit, which is nice. Oh, that was... I meant to press 1. Awkward. Wow. 1,000,000 damage. And it was completely accidental. Slow and steady. It's weird that this is the first Paragon we have that actually uses money in any form. Just kind of crazy to think about. Like, it actually uses money while it's in its Paragon form. Because, like, normally it's just, oh, you buy it, you're done. So it's actually kind of nice. I'm glad they actually made it, like, play into its abilities more. Take out the DVDs. The stalling helps, though. I will say that. Doesn't say, like, how much it's deployed, but that's okay. There's just loads of tornadoes now. There's no escaping this thing. And we're back to this. This wonderful bit. I honestly don't know how many times I've deployed something in this game. So honestly, I don't know how far or close I am. This could all just be a feeble attempt in trying to complete it within the closest period. It really could be. It also might not be. Who knows? Okay. Take out that BAD. As I freaking knee myself on my desk on accident. Didn't even hurt. Still annoying though. Okay. Take out this BAD. I am glad though that we got like a relatively nice way to just keep going with this. Like, we're definitely gonna run out of money eventually because it's gonna be one of those things of we're gonna be using so much. The good part is we can easily just keep moving this. Woohoo! Take out the BAD. Just need to make sure I can take these out. Because, yeah, with the normal balloons that are below BADs, I can easily just, boom, taken care of. Okay. And okay, another redeploy. I wish I'd tell you how many times like each ability was used right now. Or like how many times this has been redeployed. Okay. Here it comes. A lot of BADs. Gotta collect a bunch of money. Still doing great though, I will say. Awesome. Round 200's next, and that one's gonna be a hefty one. I can already feel it. Yeah, this one is going to be very difficult. God, they're like just really being pushed back. Okay. Boop. "410 Beast Handler." Holy God. Yeah, because from now on, it's going to be a lot of BADs. Jesus. Yeah, the biggest problem is going to be running out of money. Okay, let's just do this now. The rest of this should help. I'm sure, like, if I played this smarter on, like, different maps, etc., I could definitely get, like, a good, like, level of it. But I'm not sure to what extent. So we'll just have to kind of see. Damn, bro's taking a while. I could actually try to level some of these guys up by just, like, placing a bunch of the stuff I have. But it won't do too much, comparatively. At least this has given me a little bit of time. Okay. Definitely making a lot. But yeah, like, eventually we will, like, die from a lack of having money to help pop up with our DPS. Because that's going to be our real big issue. But thankfully, we can push this stuff back long enough to just easily take it out. But if we couldn't, that'd be a whole other set of problems. We keep getting a lot of that specific type around with just like 2 or 3 BADs and just a bunch of ZOMGs. I wonder why. Kind of crazy to think that all random things, that's the one we gotta deal with. Yes. The wonders of waiting. The wonders. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Jesus. There we go. Yeah, with enough microing, we can definitely make it pretty far with this. I'm not sure we could make it past 150. Not 150, 250. Just in general. I think we'd need more to actually get past 250. But just in general, with what we were given, I definitely think it does a lot better than most. But it definitely needs a few things if we were to make it, like, really last. And one of those is just better placement stuff. Or, well, just better things in general in terms of boosting it. But yeah, I know with what I have a lot of, it's just gotta do this and that. Like, I could black border stuff, I could do this, I could do that, but it's honestly a thing of, I'd rather see the Paragon. It's just fun to watch. There's something really nice about it. It's just been a lot of chaos. It's nice to just have something a little more relaxing. I will say, I did find out that Noivern is in Pokopia by complete chance. Only because I found Noibat. Because I found a trace of it and I decided to build it for Noibat, and I was like, other one's probably Noivern. Which, duh. It's usually how it goes. For a lot of Pokemon. My guess is Mime Jr. and Mr. Mime are going to show up in the same place as well, so... I know as soon as I go back to the, one area I built that, I'll be able to tell. Honestly, I might just leave it on for now and just kind of let it run dry at this point. I'm curious, if I sell something in this... Did I... Okay, I do make money when selling in this. That is good to know, though. Because, yeah, I could genuinely keep going at this all day if we really wanted. Or at least for the entirety of stream, because I'm kind of looking at it and we're almost at the 2-hour mark and we still are on the same thing. And it's only going to get longer as time goes on. So might as well. If I do a full test of it or something, I'll try and figure out, like, editing stuff to do, like, a time lapse. Yeah, that doesn't make it any faster. So, yeah, we just gotta wait here for now. But yeah, if I do it, I'll probably just have it on, I don't know. I would make sure I have a higher degree NG Paragon and whatnot. I'd probably move the Druid up a bit. Stuff like that. And if I understood how mods worked, I would probably use that as well. just to make it, like, easier. But that's about it. Because, of course, I'd want to buff it with the different paragons that I can. So, yeah. Boom. There's a lot of those. I will say, those things are so big. That was an odd hiccup. Did not expect that one. Just breathe in and just hiccup. But yeah, if I were to set this, like, off in the background or something, it would take so long. But it might be worth it. Because I'd probably start it with no ability, but, like, all of its buffs and whatnot going. And then I would try and mix the ability in here and there. It would just take a while. Honestly, if there was a mod for it, I think there is, to make Paragon degrees, like be able to change them. I would honestly love to see just the absurdity of some of this stuff with all of them. Because I imagine you could get really damn far, but it would cause a lot of lag. With the new tech bot upgrade, though, it means you could reasonably have all of the abilities of every monkey going off at once. And you'd have to figure out what you want to buff, what you don't debuff, and honestly, if you're going to buff any of them, the Vengeful Temple is probably going to be the best to buff. And if you were to have access to all the heroes for it, of course you'd want Adora if you want to go for damage, but honestly, it'd just be better to do it single player, surely because of the fact that, well, it's gonna crash. That's an inevitability. But, yeah. I do like the little rainbow above its head. It's cute. Truly beautiful. Yeah, like, you can easily take care of most of this stuff. It's not bad. Like, a lot of the strength of this comes in its pure stallable power, but also the fact it makes a lot of money. Like, it can definitely deal a lot of damage, like, don't get me wrong. But it definitely has its, like, power within its just capabilities to help. And it's, like, a reasonable price, too. It's one of the cheaper Paragons. So it means it's going to be probably used quite a lot in the elite bosses. I imagine the Druid Paragon is probably going to be the perfect counter for the new Lich. Because these buffs are just inherent. They're inherent abilities, and I doubt they'd get removed, and even if they do, they get put back instantly. And it won't heal the Lich anymore. but it also can get rid of regrow properties and blow back anything that's below a BAD. But it also makes money off skulls and BAD. So, in general, I think it's going to be a perfect Lich killer. Like, just in general. I imagine it's probably going to be used quite a bit in elites too, because it's like a relatively like cheaper Paragon that's also like really good in its own regards. I don't know if it will be used a lot as much in like elites versus normal though, but for Lich I think it's probably going to see a lot more use. I do wonder what the vine damage is. I imagine it's pretty dang, like, good. No, it's also kind of crazy to think about the fact that we haven't seen a Bloon Paragon unless bosses are Paragons, which is even more terrifying to think about, actually. Because if bosses are Paragons for Bloons, Jesus. Definitely weird ones. Because this thing is going to do extra damage to boss balloons as well, thinking about it. And seeing the fact that it has thorns across the entire track that are probably going to have the same buff, it's definitely going to be good against these types of things. It's probably going to be really good against the Diamondback. If I remember right, that's the name of the new boss, Diamondback. Because the Diamondback is a long boss, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, because it's the segmented one that made me think, oh, Eater of Worlds from Terraria. Oh, hi, Diamondback from Bloons. Both losing segments. But yeah. It's like I want to continue more with the Zenith Seed, but it's also a thing of I don't know if I will be able to like de-stress fully with it, which is part of why I haven't played games like that in Cuphead because I want to finish Cuphead too, but it's also a thing of I've been trying to de-stress so much recently with all the crap going on. There's just been so much going on in my personal life. Like, my sleep schedule is horrible right now because of that. Like, for example, Tuesday, I fell asleep around like 5:30, 5 o'clock, somewhere in between there, and I woke up at like 11. Surely because of a nightmare, and I'm like, oh shit. As soon as I saw that I had more crap to deal with for personal stuff, then I passed out again and woke up at like 7:30, like 7:45 area. And then I had to take care of a bunch of personal stuff. Got home about like 12. Actually went online on Discord for a while. It was weird. And then I had freaking therapist call. Yay. Specifically the psychiatrist. Need to be able to produce normally in some way. Like, I don't hide the fact that I don't produce enough serotonin naturally. Like, that's not something I'm gonna hide about myself. Because I know very well it is part of just who I am. It's why I need meds for it. The wonders of just bad genetics. But yeah, it's like, I kind of look at it now and I'm just like, you know, I'm glad I know what I do now. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time kind of like learning a bit more about some of that type of stuff as well. Since I first found out, and it's like, it's definitely part of like some of my issues, but it's also a thing of, it's just interesting that the body can have those types of like mistakes in it where it's like, oh yeah, you don't produce enough of blank. But then there's also part of me that's kind of happy I don't produce too much of certain things. Stuff like that. Just one of those things you think about. The wonders of waiting for this to go through. It just instantly turns off. It can't even last long enough to make a difference. Big rip. What to do? Yeah, like this is just more of a stall bit. But that's okay. I mean, there's not much Geraldo's gonna do. I will say that. But he did make a lot of money. That Quincy figurine did a lot for us. Just slowly waiting for this to end. And this guy is just existing. He's doing his best. You can see the difference. Yeah, we're done for. Meow. Huh. Genuinely, the only reason we survived there is because of the Paragon. So. Okay, yeah, when it's stuff like this, I'm just gonna... For the sake of our sanity. Yeah, this will be the death of us, because I can only really do this, and it's not gonna do much, because it only lasts, like, less than a second. Either way. Can now switch up a bit. I could do this Odyssey. Like, genuinely. I could do the easy, and then I could do the medium, and then the hard, or I could just do the hard. Like, Druid kinda weak. Oh wow, it's just magic. Half cash, Apocalypse standard, reverse standard. Yikes. I will say there is no new music to add, sadly, but there is a lot of, like, other crap. Like, that one's cute. Like, there's some really cute ones in here. Like, don't get me wrong. But I do want to do some of the monkey teams ones. Just because I know we're going to need to. You know, I've really grown to like Quincy a lot more as I've used him more. I found him just way more useful. Okay. Just place this here. Because, yeah, we might as well just do the monkey teams ones, because I do need it for the achievement, so might as well get it done one way or another. And since it seems to be ship, tack shooter and plane, it's like, well, that's not bad. Because I can just go to different maps and easily take them out with this. There we go. Yeah, if it was the golden balloon stuff, Impoppable would be the best. If it's monkey teams, Easy's the best for, like, maximizing. Because with Impoppable, the max you get in total is 6. That's just the reality for the golden balloon. But the monkey teams, you have to beat things with it, so it's just easier to do this. Plus, it's not as boring as deflation. It actually lets you use the team more. So. I know the 21st I have another D&D session. And I just know it's gonna be a later session, so I'm just here like, there's a good chance there won't be a stream the next day. But that's okay. I will say the wonders of the 15th being tax day does not make me any happier that that's coming up. What does make me happier that it's coming up is the fact that it's my mom's birthday that day. I just realized, is the bomb a tomato? Or is it an apple? It's hard to tell. It just comes out really fast. I wish there was a way I could just slow it even more to tell. I think it's an apple. Might be a green apple. Not like green tomatoes don't exist, so you never know. Yeah, I think it might be an apple. We're definitely doing pretty good, which is nice. Yeah, once round 40 comes around, we can just go and just click the balloon and just be like, done. Simple as that. But yeah, I chose this today because I know it's not going to be a normal, like, stream thing because of many reasons. But, yeah, it has been such a, like, tiring week. And I just have this internal bit of like, I really hope I'm not getting sick because I can feel myself getting more and more like fatigued as time has gone on. In terms of just like, and it's not even like, it's like that type of fatigue you feel and you're like, oh God, I don't feel very well type fatigue. Where it's like, you know something's up, but you don't want to admit to yourself what it could be yet. but knowing it could be a sickness just makes it like, oh boy, yay. And I think that's the best way to put it is, oh boy, yay. And yeah, I'm not really, like, it's weird. I'm not really sure. I'm just praying I'm not getting sick, because I know it's gonna fuck with my voice. And if it does, then it's gonna fuck with other stuff that's really annoying. Though when I get sick, it usually affects my voice. But, yeah. Almost there. Once round 40 hits, just done. Easy. Like, we only get 3 extra monkey cash for it, but it's more about the fact that we just get useful crap. Do 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 do. Mainly so I don't have to worry about it later. Because there's not enough camos to really be worth it to me. So I'm just gonna go for the hot shots and Inferno Ring. It'll be easier. At least this isn't too bad. Because we can easily take care of a lot of the stuff. Do do do. Do do. Do do do. Do do do. Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, I'm just kind of running on fumes right now for stream. It's part of why I might not stream like the full 4 hours. Because when you're running on fumes, there's only so much energy you got. But yeah, like, I still try to make time for streams to the best of my ability. It's just been a lot of with all the chaos and stuff, because it's like, there's certain stuff I want to say, but I'm also like, for the sake of like privacy, but also because some stuff is still unfolding, I'm not gonna say it, because it's one of those things if you never know. Just one of those type of things. It really does suck though, because it's like, that's just kind of the inevitability. And it's kind of hard to truly hide all of that. So I never really try to anymore. Because it's like, what's the point? It's always going to be noticeable through your voice or through how you act. So I think it's nice to just let it just go off on its own. Of course, doesn't mean it'll be perfect, but never has to be. I do hope to eventually get a thing set up that whenever I'm in a Discord call with someone, like, I can have like a mini version of their avatar or something. I just need to figure that out. Just something I haven't had time to really look into. There's a lot of stuff I really want to look into. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Anyways. There we go. Yeah, I'm not worried about the rest of this now. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about purple balloons. Just one of those things you forget about. I will say, though, it's nice that they did add a new boss. It makes me hopeful to see more bosses in the future. Because if I remember, there's still a few bosses in other games that haven't been added yet. But that's also assuming they will be added. I definitely think when looking at the bosses, like, all of them definitely have their own difficulties, and everyone has their own thing they struggle with most on certain bosses. But I wonder, like, overall, like, how many people find certain bosses difficult. Because I feel like Bloonarius is not going to be up there, like, very high. It's probably going to be, like, last place in terms of difficulty. But it's always been kind of a beginner boss. I feel like the Lich is going to be weird as people, like, get used to it. The original Lich was a lot harder. I will say that. But the new balance change is definitely going to make it different. I will say, of all of them, I personally find Phase to be the hardest. Just more personally. But Dread Balloon is pretty close behind. Just because it's like one of those things that you gotta get everything. Other than that, though, like Blast Populous would be next. Vortex is not too bad, as long as you know what you're doing. Just one of those things. Okay, let's get some of the monkey teams done, because I don't think we have enough time that I could reasonably get through an entire Odyssey. Especially with, like, where my energy has been going. So I'm like, might as well just chill then. The pirate ship's honestly perfect for taking care of everything here. It's quick, it's easy, no problems. But yeah. Just one of those types of days. I do want to play more Switch 2, though, eventually on stream as well. I thought about playing some Pacopia as well this week, but I don't know if I'll play Pacopia or Astroneer tomorrow. Most likely Astroneer, just because I really enjoy the game. Though I enjoy Pacopia a lot too. It's more of a game where I'll just spend like hours kind of just doing whatever, sometimes getting choice paralysis and whatnot. Because, yeah, it's just one of those things that right now I'm trying to get certain things that I just don't have. I'll need to get them. I'm actually out of coins in game. So that's where my real problem lies, is coins. But it means I need to plant loads more stuff. Not only plant, but harvest, pick up more stuff, raise environment levels, etc., etc. As well as go to, like, the different areas and, like, see what I need to finish. Habitats is another one. Pokedex is another one. I still have yet to figure out how to get, like, Dragapult, Gengar. I know how to get Haunter and Ghastly. I just don't have the stuff to create their frickin' thing because it requires a specific bookcase for some reason. Because it just does not want to take the frickin' office one for some reason. But I was able to get the Porygon line, and I need to move the Magnemite line into their house in the Skylands. I've been trying to get them all into their own little houses and whatnot. Still need to get Superior. few nighttime spawns, but I'm never up late enough really to worry about that. But yeah, I really enjoy just being able to chill with games like Pacopia and whatnot. I know I've just been trying to fix up the SSN recently. I just don't have the recipe for the iron plating for it. Because I want to refix up the SSN, but I also want to make it so that we have wireless power throughout it. So I don't need to worry as much, but easier said than done. Like, in each of the areas, I plan to have, like, wireless power in some form, except for that area, because part of its whole thing is it has the pole stand bits here and there. But I definitely want to add wireless power in certain areas as well. I just think it adds a lot. Something nice. Just give the world a little more intrigue and beauty in it. Because, yeah, I personally really enjoy it. It's fun. I know I'm still missing Raikou and Suicune from the Legendary Beasts. I'm gonna go for Suicune first, because I think I can kind of guess how I'm gonna get them. I just don't know how, like, which specific islands I get them on, but I can kind of guess that Suicune is gonna be on the island that produces ice, and that Raikou is gonna be on the Pikachu one because the only electric type one. Because Entei was on the Arcanine and Mewtwo was on the Dragonite. And then the only one left would be the Eevee, and then the random islands. I mean, if Celebi were ever added, it might just be in the Eevee area. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely plan to do a bit with that. I also need to share my album, because I have a bunch of, like, random photos of the most random crap. Just one of those things that I have in Pacopia. It's like, damn, I don't need all these. Like, one of them is Psyduck taking a shower. Because it was a photo op, and it's like, well, I want the cool photo background. Okay, let's see. Intermediate. What about advanced maps? This one needs it and doesn't have the easy mode. Let's do this. Then I can get it done at least. I might as well. And I can just put it here. And it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it's like, I could technically pull it up and, like, check on it, but nah. I know I've redone my house in the game, so things are better sorted, but I'm already running out of room for certain items. So I'm thinking about, like, just making, like, mini versions in each area for, like, their block type, so fields, soil, etc. As well as, like, rocks in my house in those areas, but most of the houses I have are not, like, inside, like, pocket spaces. So that's something I need to work on. I definitely need to make a few more. Because I know, like, the Gumi line I have next to a waterfall in, like, its own little house, they got a microwave oven. I need to build a house for like Chandelure and stuff. But for like Blastoise and them, I'm thinking about using the waterfall and maybe making something behind it, but I'm not 100% on it. I know the Scyther line and the Snorlax line live in similar, like, just pre-builts with, like, a few differences inside, because I switched out the bed in the Snorlax one to just make a little area for it. But I do plan to change other things about them other than just that. Like the Scyther one, I put little, like, bushes outside of, and I plan to add, like, a few things. I know I've decided that my palette town, I'm gonna make the first island more lush and, like, full of stuff with, like, flowers, trees, etc. The dried island, I'm gonna turn into a more rocky area. And then the island where I have Articuno will be for, like, just more aquatic stuff, or, like, semi-aquatic slash flying type. Stuff like that, mainly. That's the plan, at least. So we'll see how it goes. It just takes a lot of time. Like, I have a spot that I plan to put Entei's, like, little house. I just need to set it up. Because I have, like, this little lava pool in the back that I plan to have. And I'm probably going to put each of them on their own island. So Raikou going to be on the first with Mew and Mewtwo. Suicune is going to be on the more aquatic island. Is my plan. Because there's that big lake, so I'm thinking about making an island and stuff for Suicune. Like a little island getaway. I just think it'll be neat. Because I like making that type of stuff. There we go. I definitely need to work on getting the last two evolutions, though. The issue is just building and powering stuff. It's why I've been building pre-built houses mostly, is because I need to do so many builds. And then the power stuff just kind of comes with certain things. Because I've been making most of them just custom-built houses. But I think for the evolutions, I'm gonna want to make, like, custom-built, like, apartment for them. Just because I want to make sure I have stuff. Like, the SS Anne, for example, is just gonna have a lot of space for the Pokemon of Bleak Beach. If I really want to make them into Pokemon homes. But I probably won't turn most of them into Pokemon homes. Because it's like, what I might do is I might just turn some of them into, like, oh wow, they have habitats in them, but it doesn't matter. Because it's mainly gonna just be for the ghost types. Last resort. Yeesh. I can't put it there. And if I remember, they go, like, around here or something. I just know it's a lot harder. Yeah, it just goes around. Yeah, I'm gonna work on getting an Operation Dart Storm. That's all I can really do. But yeah, I've been kind of going over. Oh wait, no, they do go here sometimes. There we go. Just get Quincy down. Because he doesn't count against us in this case. Just extra damage. Which is always useful. And appreciated. But yeah, I definitely plan to do quite a lot with my Pocopia. I'm actually really excited. I'm probably going to show it off on stream one of these days. Like, what I've done. Maybe do some building while I do it as well. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I've been doing recently is just filling stuff. I know I'm still missing 2 types of berries. Because apparently cherry berries and orange berries are a thing in the game, so yay. Because I know that for a fact, because there's no spicy berry I have found yet, meaning there's 1 left, and cherry berry is the only real spicy berry that comes to mind, because it's also like, I mean, it would make red paint, but orange berry also makes sense because I have found multiple things that have orange berries as part of their whole thing, and it's like, well, I mean, God, talk about saying it out loud. So yeah, that's how I've kind of guessed and figured out what's most likely gonna be the case. Once I get Operation Darkstorm, it's gonna make a huge difference. Okay. But yeah, and then I'll remove this and whatnot. We'll get a freaking Buccaneer down. Stuff like that. That should work. The hole. Do 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 do. Okay. But yeah, I've actually been taking the time to like look at a lot of the stuff I need in Pocopia, and it's like I just need to farm out some of it. Because at this point, a lot of the stuff I need is so random and specific. Like, I need to fill up my chest with more wildflowers, for example. Because I have the seeds, I just don't have the flowers themselves. Because I need them for certain recipes. And I've just been living off salad in the game. And with all the extra sturdy sticks I get, it's like, well, might as well just use it for something. Fluff and Twine I've been turning a lot into cloth because I've been using a lot of cloth with the SS Anne remodel. I've actually thought about redoing like the entirety of the outside though. And like removing a lot of the iron plating, but it's also like, Because I want to fix up what's there and like change what I can, because once I fix up what's there, I can make changes way better. I just think it'll be more interesting that way. Oh, there goes the Moab. Yeah, I've just done a lot of that type of stuff. Okay. Well, I already have easy on this one, so I can do deflation. This one's gonna be the easiest one, honestly. Because this is a great one for tack shooter. I can get boat down. And then I can get a plane down that just... I'll just go on Wing Monkey, and as a backup back here, boom. And yeah, now we don't really need to worry. If any Moab gets too far, just swoop right in. For the normal Moab and the BFB, I can just easily just grab them. Shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, this one I can just relax during it. But yeah, I know, like, just in general, there's a bunch of stuff I've been meaning to do, and I just either don't have the time, or when I do have the time, I just can't get it all done. Like, Pacopia is the thing I kind of just play a bit, like, here and there right now, just because I haven't had the time to fully, like, play, like, long sessions. So I try to get, like, bits and pieces done for, like, an hour, since it's what I usually use to, like, cool down. It's very nice, though. Gods, it is one heck of a day outside. Like, it looks nice, but the temperature-wise, it is not nice. Especially because of the humidity. Humid heat sucks so much. If it weren't for that, it would actually be nice out. But of course, it has to be the humid heat. But yeah, there's just that small part of me like, God, how am I gonna do insert thing here? I know, like, just in general with the upcoming weeks with April is full of stuff. Because, I mean, the 15th is my mom's birthday as well as tax day, so it's like, oh boy. So it's one of those things of, gotta be prepared for that. Of course I got D&D, but then I also have just a bunch of other stuff to get prepared for with this. Is freaking, oh my god, what's it called? It's like, I was gonna say it, but my brain, like, couldn't remember, and I almost called it subordinates, but I know that's not what it's called. Oh my god. Brain. But yeah, it's just house issues. A bunch of other crap. One of the wonders. But, nonetheless. And I know if I get time, I'm gonna try and spend some time with a friend one of these weekends. Just depends if I get time and whatnot. I mean, God, look how quickly we're taking care of some of this stuff. You know, I could have easily placed Quincy. I didn't even think about it till just now. He's gonna be severely behind, but that's okay. But yeah, I know I won't like stream too much longer just because like ugh. Honestly, I do wish I could just like not snap my fingers, not have to worry about sleep. Much less worry about other crap. It's one of the annoying parts about adulting. You really just get stuck in those moments of, great, here we go again. I could probably do one more, but not sure. Okay, let's see. What map is it on? Spillway. Honestly, we'll just do the Monkey Meadow one then. Because I'd rather not be stuck with only tack shooter. For fun, let's just do this. I'm gonna go middle path, Monkey Ace this time. Just because it'll be fun. But yeah, I have a meeting coming up too. I'm just thinking about all the stuff coming up and just thinking to myself, oh god. It's just gonna be a long ass week. And streams are like the only time I got off. But I don't mind it. At least tomorrow I'll have a little more free time. I just love the fact that we have like boss music for this, when in reality it's not boss music anymore. At this point it's just, ah yes, Bloons. I really want to see more just like custom boss music personally. Just personally. I'd really like to see that. I just think it'd be cool. Kaboom! I guess I'll put this here. I'm gonna do a long range tack sprayer because it's like, might as well. Then I can actually reach the whole area. And that should do pretty good. Don't usually go for this one, so it's different. Won't be as fast, but it will definitely be pretty powerful. Ding, 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 doo 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 doo. Ba 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 ba. You know, I could put Quincy down as well, just cause. Ow. You know, I think the weirdest thing that happened recently with the dogs, though, is I don't know what has been with them, but they're just so much more jumpy recently. Like with stuff outside. But then again, it also is more of the fact we're seeing a lot more stuff outside since it's spring. So it's kind of like, I think that's probably why they're just seeing a lot more wild animals. But it's also like, my dude, it is not that deep. I know Dewey got scared of his own reflection the other day. It was really funny. And it's just I'm just sitting here like, my dude, you're looking at yourself. You're not that scary. Just one of those things. Oh, it is cute nonetheless. It's like, it's a whole new level of like seeing your reflection and being like, I don't like you. I mean, but with him, it's like less of that and more of, you scare me. And I think that's hilarious. Because, like, of all the things that could scare him, it's a mirror with a reflection of himself. Truly terrifying. I know. And he's not even that terrifying of a dog. He's just a bulky boy. A bulky black lab Aussie Shep mix. But he's wonderful. He's lovable. Honestly, all the dogs are lovable. It's hard not to love my doggos. Oh my god. My neck. Got like you ever get those cricks in your neck? Sucks. Either way though, I am gonna get going. I have other stuff I need to do today, and I do not have anywhere near the energy I usually do. Exclamation mark Dislab for the Discord, and exclamation mark YouTube, where we have the VOD channel. I'm not gonna drag it on too much. Mainly because, yeah. I'm gonna try and get like 15-minute nap before I have to head out. We'll see what happens. Either way, I hope you all have wonderful days. Remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others.